Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So listen, you guys, today and yesterday, Minister Mchunu is at the commission explaining himself, giving his side of the story, answering questions and all of that. And what I've seen in a lot of comment sections is people saying that Minister Mchunu is more prepared than Sibiya, and they're saying that he sounds more professional. And this is what I picked up from both of them, the difference between the two of them. Because I feel like the difference is not really in the answers that they're giving, but it's in how they present the answers. Some of these answers is like the same thing, but it's in the way that they are presenting it that makes Mchunu look more professional. So let's just say that they were going to be asked this one simple question. Ne? Then I'll tell you how I feel like Sibiya would answer the question, and I feel like Mchunu would answer the question. Let's say that one of the commissioners asked them, okay, Mr. Sibiya, would you go to the mall? Okay. Minister Sibiya, not Minister Sibiya, Lieutenant Sibiya would have been like, Commissioner, if you mean just going to the mall, like you see, like buying groceries or buying some alcohol, I would go to the mall and get some alcohol. And you see, I don't see any problem with going to the mall. So I would have gone to the mall, you see. That would be Lieutenant Sibiya. And then people would be shocked that, he's admitting that he would have gone and bought alcohol, for an example. I'm just making an example. But with the minister, this is how he would answer the same question. They would say, Minister Mchunu, would you have gone to the mall? And minister would have said, you see, when you make decisions such as whether you need to go to the mall or you don't go to the mall, you need to consider what the policy says. You see, policy number 58, section 6 states that in order for you to go to the mall, you would need to consider if you have the resources to visit the mall. You see, by resources, resources cover a lot of things. It could be, you see, do you have petrol, to get to the mall? Do you even have the car to get to the mall? Is the car serviced for you to be able to go to the mall? But it might also cover more things like, do you need to take a bath to go to the mall? Do you have clothes to wear to the mall? And what shoes are you going to wear? Do you wear the sneakers or do you wear the slippers to the mall? So there are a lot of things to consider to make a decision on whether to go to the mall. You see, once you have made that decision to go to the mall, of course, you would be guided by the budget, okay? Is whatever it is that you are going to buy at the mall, covered in the approved budget? And if it's covered, then you would have had to buy the item that you want to buy. If you want to buy the item that was not approved in the budget, you might need to get the approval of your husband to see if he wants you to buy that item, you see. So the trip to the mall, as it might look like a simple decision to go to the mall, but it touches a lot of elements that you really need to consider, Commissioner. So it's not a simple thing. You do need to consult sometimes. You might need to speak to your kids to find out if they are okay with you going to the mall. You might need to talk to your sister just to see if she would meet you at the mall. But it all depends, okay? Then the commissioners are like, okay, Minister, but would you have gone to the mall? You see, like I said, if the policy allows you to go to the mall, then you would have gone to the mall, yes. But we are talking about this specific time. Would you have gone to the mall? Like I said, commissioners, if the policy said I could go to the mall, I would have gone to the mall, you see. That's the difference between the two. But do they think it's a good idea to go to the mall? They both think it's a good idea to go to the mall. Okay. I hope you guys get it, because some people don't get me. But that's the difference that I see between the two of them, okay? Of course, if I was somebody interviewing them for a job, I probably would think that Minister Senzo Mchunu can do a better job than Sibiya, because nobody can think Sibiya can do a job, okay? The way that he presented himself there, maybe he's better when he's working, maybe his colleagues can tell us a different story, but from how he presented himself, it's like, who gave him the job? Okay, so but I think that that's the difference between the two, like Sibiya just presents his answer in a more professional way, but when you get to the end of it, like, he's really just doing the same thing that Sibiya did with a lot of the answers that he is giving. But anyway, you guys, let's continue to watch, okay? A lot of people are saying Mchunu is prepared, but Sibiya is not. And I'm just saying it's the language, okay? It's the language, Anyway, thank you so much. Ngithanda kakhulu.